friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news and exciting updates from the world of football. As we all know, the Indian under 17 national team are playing a series of friendlies and they are currently in Oman ahead of their AFC Asian Cup under 17 qualifiers in Saudi Arabia next month. And guess what? They played Oman at their home turf and they beat them convincingly with a scoreline of 3 goals to 1. Now, if we talk about Indian football, for a very long time, they have been dominated by powerhouses such as Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, South Korea, and Japan. However, if you talk about the under 17 national team, they are actually doing pretty well, and a lot of credit has to go to the technical staff, no doubt. But more than that, if we talk about the team itself, they have youngsters who are hungry to win. And when you have that kind of young blood which is excited, which is having that adrenaline rush, you need to ensure that as the technical staff, you are giving them adequate support to perform week in and week out on the pitch. And as far as Bibiano Fernandes is concerned, he must be delighted with the way this team has gelled well. They have performed as a unit and they are listening to his coaching instructions. And in this particular match against Oman, albeit a friendly, it was going to be a very tough contest. And I would like to pick out 3 players who actually stood out for this team, especially if you talk about the attacking force. Gangtei has been an exceptional player along with Lalpekhlua and Thokchom. And these 3 players, to be honest, have delivered the goods quite consistently after coming to the national team setup. And there is no big surprise or rocket science in that. It is just that they want to, excel and thrive under pressure. And under those pressure moments, these players have delivered. Albeit, once again, the 3-1 scoreline should not flatter us. Two of those 3 goals were penalties, which the boys converted, and it could have been a very close contest. However, Oman went down to 10 men after a straight red card for a silly challenge, and that is where you would like to see the Indian team dominate and take control of the match. That is exactly what they did. They know how to manage the game, they know how to be defensively solid and ensure that they have possession of the ball, because that is when you have a greater chance of scoring goals and hurting the opposition. In this entire match, I don't know if you all have witnessed it. Whatever I saw, I could see a transition, I could see a pattern of play, and all these 3 or 4 players were linking up from time to time. They were not allowing Oman to settle. They were not allowing the home team to dictate the terms. And when you try to frustrate the opposition by winning those 50-50 duels and aerial challenges, that is where you are taking control of the match. And in this particular case, Oman were left flat-footed. They were not able to find solutions to India's high press, and right from the first whistle, you could see that the front line was pressing very high up the pitch. They were not allowing the Oman players to take control of the ball, and the decision making in those split seconds have to be really good. And for that to happen, you need to have players who are composed on the ball. And unfortunately for Oman, lot of their mistakes came because of India's high press. They were able to block the passing lines. They were not allowing them to go to the mid block and create that kind of transition which can actually hurt India. And once again, we have to give credit to Bibiano Fernandes, because he has worked on this team on the training pitch. And as far as the team is concerned, the signs are quite positive. And if these are the signs to come. I'm sure that Indian football is in safe hands. I have told about this in my previous videos as well, where I have talked about the depth of the squad, where they have players who can play in multiple positions, and that creates a kind of environment where everyone knows their roles and responsibilities. And I think the technical staff is also aware of the fact that the senior national team is not performing well. And for that to happen, Igor Stimac is obviously responsible. But for the future of Indian football, the youngsters who are energetic are really crucial. Now that they're winning matches ahead of the AFC Asian Cup Under 17 qualifiers, I'm sure that they would give their 100% in those qualifiers and make it to the AFC Asian Cup. That would be a massive achievement for Bibiano Fernandes, let alone the boys. And they have the support of the AIFF now that even the executive committee is holding strategic meetings with stakeholders from FIFA and the AFC in terms of how to focus on the grassroots. And it is also important to give and invest time on the under 19 and under 17 national teams along with the senior Blue Tigers. That is my only submission to this executive committee, because at the moment we are seeing the senior national team going through some ups and downs. Obviously, they were defeated by Vietnam. They did not perform brilliantly in these two international friendlies. But as far as the young team, the under 17 team is concerned, things are looking positive. And I just hope and pray that most of these players get graduated or promoted to the senior team within a span of next 2 or 3 years, because that would actually ensure that they are playing at a much higher level, much more competitive level, and that is giving them that boost of confidence which they really require to play at the elite level. It's still under 17. Let's not get carried away, but let us look at all the positives and take home whatever the best we can take for this national team. So, guys, the under 17 team is looking good on paper. They are delivering the goods on the pitch, and I am hoping that the qualifiers go as per plan for Bibiano Fernandes and his technical staff. So, wish the under 17 team all the best for the qualifiers. And if you like this video, please do not forget to hit the like button, share it amongst your friends and network. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and please hit the bell notification for regular updates. So until next time, stay safe and take care.